Hey friends, welcome to Spectral Tarot. Today we are getting into eclipse energies. So eclipse season is upon us. We have the first eclipse of the season on April 30th in Taurus, and then we have the second one in, I think in Taurus again on May 15th. So this is the first season. Then we will go into our eclipse bubble throughout the summer, where we'll be kind of ruminating on these energies and lessons. And then the second half of the year, we have another eclipse season. So that is in the Taurus adjacent sign, which is Scorpio, which is why the death and the healing makes a lot of sense. So those eclipses will be coming October 25th, right before Halloween, and then November 7th. And we're ending on a lunar eclipse. So I feel like there's a lot that is going to be coming to light and then circling back around. There's a whole cycle happening this year, which I feel like has been put off for many years before this year. We are also coming off of a time where all the planets were direct. If you remember or have watched my download from the beginning of the year, I would suggest to go back and just watch it again just to see what messages are there. It might resonate what's coming up for you now. But we are coming off that time where all the planets were direct. In my head, I pictured that time for me to be like, woo, shooting forward. Almost like in a physical world sense. I was expecting things to happen. I was like, okay, finally, like I'll be able to see the fruits of my labor. But it was almost like the opposite happened, but with a better result. I just kind of let go to spirit and I was like, okay, just let it happen. What happened? I got the Rona. I broke my toe. I had kind of like an emotional mental breakdown. I don't even know how else to put it. This 10 of Swords energy. But what that did was it cleared out all that karmic shit at the bottom of my ocean. Remember how we talk about this a lot in the personal readings and the collective. There's all that gunk at the bottom of this huge basin of water, and it's almost like you've poured it out this way so many times, but now spirit's like, okay, we're gonna flip it right upside down and get all that shit out. I'm a baker and it just reminds me of making caramel, and there's always caramel burnt to the bottom of the pot. So this is the time where we're coming off that energy where we cleaned all that shit out, and now we're trying to find this balance, this Two of Pentacles balance. I'm kind of going to go through this download in 3 different sections. So this is kind of the energy we're coming off of. This energy here is where we're at the present time. And then this Two of Pentacles, what a time to be alive. I feel like this is the energy that we're going to be going into the eclipse bubble with. So from June to October, where I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of that physical work, seeing a lot of forward movement in our physical world. It's almost like what I thought was going to happen at the beginning of the year is going to happen in the middle of the year. And that's why June and July seem to be like major months coming up in, especially in the personal readings, for stuff happening. Okay, so let's start over here. Also, I just want to apologize for the state of my nails. I have been in my flower beds, in my little pots, repotting everything. So yeah, just don't look at my nails. The 10 of Swords, I'm going to start over here. I am talking to a few people here who are dealing with addictions and vices, or coming off of certain relationships that they found were completely draining or felt obsessive or addictive. I'm seeing the Devil card here, so it almost feels like, I mean, I'm hearing from Mean Girls like Regina George. It's like word vomit. Katie kept on having to talk about her. This 10 of Swords, yeah, I feel like this is some self-sabotage that we're coming out of. And if you aren't dealing with an addiction, I feel like this is an addiction in an emotional or spiritual sense. Some of you guys are addicted to escaping. Even if it's not with drugs and alcohol, your phone. All of a sudden I got a huge pain on the back of my neck and I just felt like slouching over. Yeah, there's a shift here, whether some of you guys are like full full-blown sober. And it's funny because I brought this coin over. When I saw the 10 of Swords, I heard the 10 Commandments. Now, I've been getting this download for quite a while, a few years now. I'd say a few years before COVID, that there's going to be a reset in the 10 Commandments. And I originally downloaded that as the Great Exodus. And I thought that meant an exit of many souls on the planet, which we see has happened. But it's also the Great Exodus, Exodus being the book in the Bible where the 10 Commandments are kind of founded. But there's this shift here. I feel like there's a shift in what you believe. You might be kind of, I don't know the terms like woke, awakening, but I feel like you guys are coming into a time where you're reevaluating your spiritual or religious beliefs. And that's okay. I feel like some of you guys feel like you have to like believe something fully or not at all. It's okay to be questioning. I'm 100% always questioning my spirituality and religion. I think it's healthy to question what you believe in. And I feel like it's healthy for it to kind of morph and shift as you live and as you experience more life here on earth. So if you're in that boat, have fun with it. See what feels best for you, and don't feel pressure from other people to believe something specific. This trip that you're coming off of, this reset card, I feel it almost feels like, yeah, it feels like a drug trip. Like I don't know. Right now, like my eyes are too slow for my hands. Like I just feel like I'm drunk or something. But whatever this energy you're coming out of, it almost feels like a spell. I'm seeing somebody else in this energy too. It's almost like whoever's hand this is who's giving you that drug did it on purpose to make you in this kind of hazy energy so that you wouldn't see what they were doing. This High Priestess card, clear sight, free sight. That was the energy I was getting. Also clarity over closure. I feel like whatever you were working through with this 10 of Swords energy, you are now getting clarity over closure. Whereas before, whatever you were searching for with these vices, with that self-sabotage, was closure. And it might have been, it was definitely from an outside source. So another person or a situation, family shit. Even everything going on right now, just with the pandemic, right? Like just grasping, figuring out how to just firmly plant ourselves in this reality now that it has shifted. But I feel like you are coming into this clear sight energy. However you are sobering up in your life, Spirit is saying, congratulations. This has been a long time coming. And the reason why I wanted to bring this 10 Commandments chip over is like, I found it on the ground last year. But the first thing I thought of when I saw it was a sobriety chip. So some of you guys are celebrating a sobriety anniversary, whether it's a day, a week, like whatever it is, Spirit saying, keep going. And understand that the clarity is going to continue. Death is the healing, whereas it was something that you were avoiding for a really long time. I'm going to go into this energy now because I keep on being pulled here. But like, enough about where we were. Where are we? So we are in the High Priestess energy, and death is the healing. This energy I see coming back up for us in eclipse season at the end of the year in Scorpio, because Scorpio is the death card energy. I feel like there is a cross section here of what we are letting die from our lives this year and what is going to be coming in as life. There's that dichotomy here. We're finding the balance. I'm speaking to a few of you in the collective right now who are going through a spiritual awakening. I feel like you guys are seeing 1144 on the clock, or even like a bunch of ones. I'm just seeing that here. But you're kind of standing on the veil right now. And I feel like you've been standing, I almost see this as like a bridge. Or in Percy Jackson, like the ferryman, right? At the the river Styx. Like he's the one that kind of boats people in and out of the underworld, spirit world. You're standing here, but you don't realize you're standing here. Or maybe you do, but you're avoiding it. Spirit's like I keep on hearing too with this clear sight, clairvoyance. A lot of you guys have clairvoyance and you don't even realize it's going on. When you shut your eyes, like when someone's like, oh, do you remember that? Do you remember that? That scene in Harry Potter where, you know, there's that tunnel between Aberforth's pub and Hogwarts at the end, and Harry has to like go in there to get into Hogwarts. Like that's the tunnel I'm seeing. But whatever you just pictured, if you pictured anything, that's clairvoyance. That little TV screen that it's almost like in your forehead that you go to when you're trying to see something, that's clairvoyance. And I feel like y'all pick up shit all the time at work. Like I'm seeing when I got this 10 of Swords energy, and even this Death of the Healing, I kept on seeing a basement, like a foundation in a basement, and a woodworker or like a carpenter, somebody who works on houses. I don't know, a contractor maybe. Whoever of you guys is working on houses, when you get in that zone, you start picking up on a lot of shit. That's when you do your downloads, or you're a daydreamer when you're working. I see you like in a garage, just like off in La La Land. It's like, this is the important part, that finding that balance as you're doing 3D world stuff. You are getting those spiritual downloads. I feel like you think of like different life scenarios and different people. There's a certain person you daydream about. I feel like they're coming in, whoever that is. That might just resonate with a few of you. I feel like I saw this pinpoint go in. So that's definitely specific for someone. If you're thinking about someone all the time, reach out to them. Hey, how you doing? Like, just do it. I feel like they need to hear from you. There's something you need to tell them. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there because now I'm getting into a whole... We'll pick that up in the love reading. Definitely. But whatever this energy here is, death is the healing, whatever you're letting go of, it's allowing you to finally move through that tunnel and get out to the light on the other side. This really reminds me of that picture I posted for the spring equinox, you know, coming out of that dark tunnel. But now you have the sight. Now you can see. It's almost like Spirit brings you up into the bird's eye point of view to see what's going on. Clarity over closure. I also feel like this realization is now going to be coming into your 3D world by action. So you feel this energy right now. You're kind of like just ruminating in it. But now you're like, okay, so how do I get this energy into the 3D world? Or you're asking yourself, okay, so why do I feel this energy, but I don't see it around me? This is where the eclipse bubble energy comes in. So there's two paths, there's two situations that are coming out for you. I see them. It reminds me of a seed. I know it's like a snake nose popping out of there, but it reminds me of two seeds, and just because I've been planting and stuff. The most growth that we see a lot of the time, or like the hardest growth, is before we even see that sprout come above the earth, you know, like it's kind of a corny saying, but when you're in the dark, it just means you're a seed that has been planted and you're waiting to grow. But I feel like this has been either a 2-year transition. This might even be like, if you resonate with lifetimes, 2 lifetimes that you've been working on this. But these 2 sprouts are coming out for you. I feel like one's financial and one is relationship growth. So if you are single right now, you're likely going to be coming into a partnership this year, and you're, I don't know why I just wanted to say your own business is going to flourish. If you're working for somebody else right now, this eclipse season is going to be directing you into a place where you are your own boss. I'm also getting that with this snake. I heard snakes in the grass. I feel like that has to do with that 10 of Swords energy. In this first eclipse season, oh yeah, because it overlaps. I'm hearing Mercury retrograde. So we have like the second week of the first eclipse. So that would be May 9th to May 15th. We have an overlap. So Mercury retrograde starts, but we're still in eclipse energy. This, whoever you just let go of, whoever you kind of associate with this vice energy, they might have the same addiction issues as you, and you might be addicted to them. They might be addicted to you. Whoever this is going to pop their head back in around Mercury retrograde. But Spirit's saying this is just like, you're gonna know. Your energy towards that situation, it's gonna feel completely different. Almost feeling like icky. I'm feeling this like a lump in my throat. It makes me want to like get sick. I don't know what that is. It's almost like the only thing I can relate it to is like, yeah, taking a drug, but taking too much or greening out, and you're just like, oh, like, ew. It just doesn't feel right. But this person, this eclipse season is meant to just like shift them out of your life. And I know that kind of sounded brutal, but they're just not meant to be around you right now, even though they keep trying to come back. They're almost like they're one of these snakes in the eggs, and they're like, hey, like, I'm like your gift, and you're like, hell you're not. Get out. That's too funny. I just want to pull another card on this because Spirit's like just honing in on this Two of Pentacles. And again, with your business, this might be an old boss. Like, you're not for everyone. Yeah. This card has come up so much lately. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Whoever this person is, this person, they don't get you. They think they do, but they don't get the true you, and they never will. And I feel like when you met this person, not that you were acting like someone else, but I feel like you had you're a charmer. Like, you put these glasses on, you're like, I'm gonna charm the ass off this person. But then they don't really get to see the real you. So they think you're this whole other person, but you're like, you don't even know who the fuck I am. Spirit's getting sassy now. We're getting into it, but you're not for everybody. Embrace your weirdness. Whatever you are hiding from everybody. For me, this is totally like opening up my mediumship readings, right? Like, it's something I've avoided for so long. But now I'm doing it. And it's okay that I'm not for everybody. And yeah, like, I might lose some friends. I don't care. Like, I gotta do me. And if you don't like me, then we're not meant to be doing this dance in this lifetime. Plain and simple. And that's that. So understanding that, embracing these parts of yourself that you thought you had to hide from others, or you thought you had to hide with drugs. I feel like some of you guys took different drugs, or, you know, kind of shrunk yourself because you didn't want to be seen. But now Spirit's like, people need to see you. This person needs to see you. Whether this is like your life partner or a friend coming in, like a very important connection for you. And you're going to say, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. And it's true. Even through, you know, the darkest of lows and the lightest of highs, it's what a time to be alive. That sunrise is going to come no matter what. And yeah, we don't know what this day is going to look like, right? Like the sunrise, that's beautiful. We don't know. But just knowing that that day is going to come after this long ass night. Like, to be honest, right now, I didn't truly understand what Dark Night of the Soul meant until this year. Like, what? I thought I knew what it was all about. I'm like, I've hit that darkest dark, but no. But understanding you're not for everyone, embracing that, embracing your weirdness, again, embracing those parts of yourself that you hide from other people. And once you embrace that part of yourself, it's going to be so I'm just feeling like such a smooth flow of energy so that you can take action on what it is you are finally seeing right now. And again, I feel like after this eclipse season, the second one that comes at the end of the year, your life is going to look completely different. I'm going to pull one more card. Let's get some advice, Spirit, for our collective. Wow. I feel like some of us needed to hear this. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So you're not alone. And I feel like some of you guys are coming into this more spiritual energy where you do feel, you know, spirit guides, and or you just feel that intuition in the pit of your stomach that you're starting to follow. This is also, I'm feeling a lot more lower earth energy, and that doesn't mean lower vibrational. When I see like higher realm energies, I see like angels, spirit guides, all that shit, ascended masters. But then when we go into the lower worlds, I see elementals, I see plant spirits, I see animal spirits. Like I see a lot of animals in here, like the wolf and the panther or whatever that is, elephants. There's something, sorry, now they're like, those aren't wings. Wow, those, I gotta show you. Those aren't wings. They're beluga whales. So, yes, okay, so see how all that water imagery is at the top? And now we have all these animals, like land animals at the bottom. So we're bringing that water energy. It's almost like, again, I'm seeing Percy Jackson, how he like molds up a ball of water and brings it up into the air. So you are bringing, yeah, you're bringing all that emotional energy into the spiritual realm so you can work with it. And I see you also asking for help more. And sometimes you're like, I don't even know who the fuck I'm asking. But you're like, help, please help. Spirit guides, ancestors, God, whoever, like, help me out. And they're listening. They're going to be giving you signs, physical things. Like, don't, if you see something on the ground and it catches your eye, go look at it, see what it is. Like, I know I sound crazy, but like, I pick shit up all the time, and it's always some type of sign, always. So Spirit is trying to talk to you. Ask them for help. Ask them for help, because they are there to help you. There's also this like grandmother energy here. Might resonate with a few of you guys, but this grandmother energy feels very like, it doesn't feel like one grandma, but it feels like grandmother energy, like a meta mother energy. But she's here saying like, she paved the path for you. I feel, whoa, okay, yeah, that's like, that's a deep download that I feel like I'll have to process for a bit before we get into that full energy. But with this High Priestess card too, it's this feminine energy line. This might have to do too with what's going on in the States right now. So yeah, I might hold off on that download, but this grandmother energy is with you. We walked so you could run. Wow, okay. All right, I'm just gonna leave that there, because that's, I'm peering into that channel. It's just this huge, again, like a vat of water. So I'm like, we'll just put that one down and bring that one up later. But again, the advice here is, you're not for everybody. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. Because people need to see that. and the right people will come in, who match your energy, who aren't draining your energy. Okay. I think that's all I'm seeing. Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is it. I hope you guys have a good eclipse season. Again, if you're triggered, if anything you feel is low vibrational is happening, it is spirit cycling out for you. We are tying up the loose ends. Finally. And if you are coming out of this energy feeling almost defeated from that dark night of the soul, just remember to ask your spirits for help, because they are there just waiting for you to ask them for help. But I see this energy shifting into an adventure. I feel like you finally want to live again, whereas you've been kind of escaping life for a long time. You're like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to be triggered. I'm ready for the life lessons. I just want to be here. I want to live. I feel like that's a huge lesson. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy your eclipse season. We will catch up again. I'll probably do an eclipse bubble reading, and then at the end of the year, we'll do some more eclipse readings. But until then, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can email spectraltarot@gmail.com, and we will see you next time.